Hello everyone, my name is Xiaolu Ma. Today we are going to talk about the development of ethical codes and regulations. These are the four contents we will learn in this section. Nursing as a profession is firmly based on the ethical principles of respect for persons, beneficence, and justice. And these ethical principles that guide clinical practice must also be the standards for the conduct of nursing research. So, the application of ethics begins with identifying a study topic and continues through publication of the study findings. Ethical research is essential for generating evidence for nursing practice, but what does the ethical conduct of research involve? To provide an understanding of the rationale for today's human subject protection requirements, and this section begins by reviewing two of these historical events and mandates and regulations for ethical research that were generated as a result of them. The first one is Takitsky's syphilis study. In 1932, the U.S. Public Health Service initiated the study of syphilis in black men in the small rural town of Takitsky, Alabama. The study, which continued for 40 years, was conducted to determine the natural cause of syphilis in black men. The research subjects were organized into two groups. One group consisted of 400 men who had untreated syphilis, and the other was a control group of approximately 200 men without syphilis. Many of the subjects who consented to participate in the study were not informed about the purpose and procedures of the research. Some individuals were aware that they were subjects in the study. By 1976, study results indicated that the group of men with syphilis experienced more health complications than did the control group. 10 years later, the death rate of the group with syphilis was twice as high as that of the control group. The subjects with syphilis were examined periodically but were never administered penicillin, even after it became accepted as standard treatment for the disease in the 1940s. And the second one is mathematical experiments. From 1933 to 1945, the Third Reich in Europe implemented atrocious ethical activities. The Nazi experiments violated ethical principles and the right of the research participants. Researchers selected subjects on the basis of race, affiliation, and sexual orientation, demonstrating an unfair selecting process. The subjects also had no opportunity to refuse participation. They were prisoners who were caused or forced to participate. Frequently, study participants were killed during the experiments or sustained permanent physical, mental, and social damage. The doctors who propagated the mistreatment of human subjects were brought to trial, along with other Nazi soldiers and officers in Nuremberg, Germany, beginning in 1945. At the conclusion of the trials of Nazi doctors involved in research, the defense presented 10 guidelines for appropriate research with human subjects, which collectively became known as the Nuremberg Code. These are the four principles. The Nuremberg Code, formulated mainly to direct the conduct of biomedical research worldwide, forms and basis for protection for all human subjects, regardless of a researcher's disciplinary affiliation. The General Assembly of the World Medical Association drafted a document called the Declaration of Helsinki in 1964. The Declaration of Helsinki has subsequently been reviewed and amended, with the last amendment being approved in 2013. The declaration forms the foundation for current research protection practice, such as research ethics committees. A research ethics committee must review proposed human subject research for possible approval. If the study is approved, the committee is responsible for continuing to monitor its methods and outcomes, as well as reviewing and approving any alterations in the research plan before such changes are implemented. The declaration also differentiates therapeutic research from non-therapeutic research. Worldwide, most institutions in which clinical research is conducted have adopted the Declaration of Helsinki. It has been revised with the most recent revision, increasing protection for vulnerable populations and requiring compensations for subjects harmed by research. And these are the key ideas of the Declaration of Helsinki. The Belmont Report was formulated in 1974. Three principles are general prescriptive judgments that are relevant to research involving human subjects are identified in this statement. Other principles may also be relevant. These three are comprehensive, however, and are stated at a level of generalization that should assist scientists, subjects, reviewers, and interested citizens to understand the ethical issue inherent in research involving human subjects. These principles cannot always be applied so as to resolve beyond dispute particular ethical problems. The objective is to provide an analytical framework that will guide the resolution of ethical problems arise from research involving human subjects. This statement consists of a contradiction between research and practice, a discussion of the three basic ethical principles, and remarks about application of these principles. That's all for this section. Thanks for your time.